Today we're gonna talk about old Jerry Seinfeld. Oh, you know Jerry, long-time comedian, very successful creator of the show. I guess he was the creator of the show Seinfeld. Seinfeld, never really sat down and watched the whole episode. Seen a lot of clips. Don't really understand the appeal or the hype behind it. Seinfeld is kind of like Friends. It really it's kind of like that bland kind of humor. Not really a whole lot. Uh, that kind of draws my attention, really. But like I said, I haven't really sat down and watched the whole episode. But the reason I want to talk about your boy Seinfeld is because I was watching this guy on YouTube. His name is Podcast Cringe, and I like him a lot. I'm subscribed to him. He did a video, and Seinfeld was on Bill Maher's podcast, and Seinfeld said something that was kind of interesting. He goes, to me, a sincere compliment and an insincere compliment, they mean the same thing to me. They mean the exact same thing to me. And Bill Maher was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Now, I don't like Bill Maher either, but that was kind of funny. So I want to kind of talk about that. Apparently people, I guess it's kind of well known that Seinfeld's kind of arrogant. I actually seen an interview with him one time, and people asked him why he didn't put any black people on his show. And he answered, he went, funny is funny. If you're funny, then, I don't care about your color. If you're funny and you can bring it, then you're funny. Then it's like you don't know any funny black folks. But hey, like I said, it's his show, or he was the talent, and if he wanted the black folks on there, I'm pretty sure he'd have them on there. Same thing with Friends, you know what I mean? But so that's kind of, give you a little background about Seinfeld, just in case you didn't know. But everybody pretty much knows who he is. But I want to talk about that comment that he made. And I want to say that he's kind of right, if you really think about it. Like, when you talk about, like okay, first of all, I don't know who would come up to you as and pretend to be a fan, I guess. I don't know who would walk up to you and go, oh my God, I'm such a fan of Seinfeld, the show, and your stand-up comedy. I don't know why you would do that. I guess people do that. I guess stranger things have happened. I don't know. I wouldn't waste my time going up to a celebrity or somebody I didn't know or somebody I didn't like and talk about how much I like them. I don't know. But if you think about it, he is kind of right, though, because Seinfeld been famous for a long time. He's been wealthy and famous for a very long time. Even though he probably didn't hit his stride like most comics and comedians. I think trying to be a living, being funny is kind of a really hard hustle, especially back in the late 80s. I think he started in the early 80s, late 70s maybe, and probably didn't really hit his stride until he was in his late 30s, early 40s. Most comics now these days it's a little different. Somebody can start comedy at 20, 21 years old, and maybe by the time they're 27, 28, they could probably kind of, but most of the time you don't really see comics don't develop until they're really like, and blow up until they're like 38, 39, 40. Kind of like, Bill Burr, like the Bill Burr we know now. He's been doing comedy since the early 90s, but he didn't release his first comedy special till like 2002, 2003. Did a few TV spots and stuff like that, but he didn't become the Bill Burr that we know and love, like roasting people on his own on their own podcast and all that kind of stuff, until maybe like he was in his 40s. You know what I mean? So I challenge anybody to switch places with somebody like Seinfeld, somebody that's really rich and famous, really wealthy and famous. I mean, him and Michael Richards and all them cats, they probably make money off of old episodes of Seinfeld. That show ain't been in syndication in years. They probably make millions of dollars just off the reruns. You know what I mean? So I challenge anybody to switch places with somebody successful and famous like that, and see if you'll still be humble. Because we got to think about it. In life, somebody gonna be arrogant. You know what I mean? Something in my eye. Anyway, somebody's got to be arrogant. You know what I mean? Like, I know, stay humble, stay down, stay down till you come up, keep your head down, just keep working. Somebody got to be arrogant. Somebody has to, it's these little roles that we all have these character types that we really can't escape. You've seen them all before: the quiet guy, the loud guy, the shy person. And then there's mixtures. The one that likes to argue, and there's mixtures of one, the quiet. The quiet. He can be quiet sometimes, but he can be loud around people that he's comfortable with. I mean, so somebody has to be arrogant in this life. You know what I mean? And some people are arrogant and they don't even deserve to be arrogant. They just, I don't know if that's a defense mechanism or I don't know what it is, but some people just like, why is this motherfucker so arrogant? You work at the gas station. What are you so arrogant about? But at least for somebody like Seinfeld, I mean, think about it. Michael Jordan is arrogant. It's been plenty of people talking about Michael Jordan is a fuckhead. He's a dickhead. He's rude. He don't sign autographs for kids. I mean, he backs prison reform. Like, oh shit. Man, it must have been the bee or wasp, but it must have been a Michael Jordan fan. But anyway, I mean, like I said, he won't sign autographs. Anytime you see him out, he looks miserable. Anytime people come up to him, he just looks like he's having the worst time ever. He don't want to talk to nobody. Now you can say, well, you kind of give that up when you become famous and all that kind of stuff, but I mean, I don't know. But see, the thing about it is, we get mad that some celebrities and all that are arrogant, but you kind of made them that way. You know what I mean? You watch their stuff, you supported them, you helped their career. Now they're rich and famous. What do you want them to be? We really shouldn't be putting all that kind of stock into celebrities anyway. Like I always say, watch their shit, admire their shit, like their shit, and man, keep it moving. They don't mean nothing to you. You don't mean nothing to them. If you know them, if you met them, they don't know you. You've seen them on TV. They didn't see you through the screen. Hey, I see you there watching me. Hey, thanks for watching. They don't know you, but you know them though. So, I don't know. Like I said, same thing with athletes and all that kind of stuff too. But that guy podcast cringe. He was like, oh, his arrogance kind of suits him. If I did not know who Seinfeld was and I saw a picture of him, I'd be like, that's an arrogant motherfucker. I don't know if it's because his nose. I don't know if it's because his big ass teeth. He just look. I don't know if it's because the way his face is shaped. Sometimes you look at people like, that's an arrogant motherfucker. Sometimes you look at motherfuckers and be like, that's a hothead. Sometimes you look at people like, oh, he could be kind of cool. Sometimes you look at a chick and be like, I can tell she's kind of stuck up, kind of, whatever, kind of bitchy. He just looks kind of arrogant to me. Just if I didn't know who he was, I saw a picture of him. He would just look arrogant. But like I said, I think his arrogance is well deserved. I think most folks who are successful they can at least say they accomplished some shit to be arrogant. And I think once you know somebody's arrogant and you don't like it, stop fucking with them or stop supporting them or whatever. You know what I mean? I like I said, somebody got to be arrogant in this life. Everybody's not going to be humble, But like I said, I challenge you to switch places with somebody like that and see if you can be humble. Because I hate that. I don't know about you. I think I might make a separate video about this. I hate when people say shit like, money doesn't change you. It just brings out more of what you are. I mean, okay, it can, but like you got to think about it. Money can change you. All you got to do is look at Squid Game. All them people that's so bored, they got so much money, they just sit around and watch some people kill themselves over this little game so they can win some money. You think all of them knew about that? No, somebody probably put them on. Hey, on Saturdays, we go over here and do this. People who, I don't know, sacrifice goats and all kind of shit. Like that wasn't amplified. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes money can change you. Money does a lot of shit. It can open. I mean, I don't got none, but I'm saying the more you have, it can open a whole lot of doors. Money and fame and all that can get you. That can get you in the door. Like if 50 Cent or Jay-Z or somebody showed up to a club, they would be like, yeah, come on. But why? Because they got money and fame and shit. You know what I mean? Money does a lot of things. So, I don't know. That's my video. Let me know what you think.